Okay, so it looks like I am live. Hello, hello, Talk Nation. All right, so I'm doing this early morning live. So if you don't catch all of it, you can always go right back to the front and, check out the whole live. So I am actually here because I wanted to bring an update actually. If you all actually seen the Boosie situation yesterday, I ended up posting about it. But the person who was there, I guess reporting live, they actually didn't come with the whole information because Boosie fan was actually, you know, they attacked him and it was right after the visual that he was up there for Mo 3. As you guys know, earlier in the week, Mo 3 did actually pass on. He was actually running from a guy on the freeway that got out. The shooter actually chased him around and shot him down on I-35 in Dallas. So Boosie is in Dallas for the visual. Big shout out to whoever just entered the room. Shout out. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and support. So he actually ended up getting shot on I-35 in Dallas, and Boosie was in Dallas for the visual. So it said that after the visual, there was actually some guys, I guess, targeting Boosie. I don't know initially when it came to the Mo 3 situation where they targeted him, but someone did actually end up shooting Boosie in the leg. He actually was taken in for life-threatening injuries, and he was released. So that's the kind of update on that because I broke the story probably about 58 minutes after it happened, and just all the news wasn't there. And I think I got it from, I believe it was the Shade Room. It was the Shade Room. Okay, so that news was broken, and then it came out that he did actually get shot. So thank God he did survive and they got him the treatment that he needed. Okay, so I'm going to get right off into Jeremiah. My heart goes out to Jeremiah right now. He's suffering from the pandemic illness. He's actually in the hospital on a ventilator right now. And, I just think, I don't know if he's been out doing concerts. I don't really know exactly what he did to come in contact with the sickness, but I do know we have Thanksgiving coming up. We have Christmas coming up, and I believe the numbers probably will rise. So I just hope everyone is vigilant and everyone stay healthy and safe out there. And my heart and my prayers go out to the singer Jeremiah. As you guys remember, he's very, very popular, especially like in the late 2000s, the early 90s. Well, no, not the early 90s. The 2000s. That's when Jeremiah hit the scene. You guys probably remember him from the song Birthday Sex. I mean, it's a really popular song that he's known for. 50 Cent, he sent out his well wishes to him. So I just hope that he can heal up and everything is okay with him. I'm just hitting these little points that I'm going to get in and out, you guys. I'm not going to hold you guys long at all. So I was on Instagram this morning. I woke up on Instagram and I ended up hearing, I don't know if you guys are familiar with she's like, she got popular from Facebook. But I believe her name is Nunu. I believe her name Nunu. But I'm going to play some stuff that she was talking about. And then I'm going to give my commentary on what I think about what she said. But it's basically dealing with the things that a woman want from a guy when she gets in a relationship with him. Let me show that light. Okay. Okay. So she basically just saying some women request a lot from men, but they're not whole enough to actually, I guess, request it. I don't know, but you guys listen to what she said. And this is coming via from On Site. So I'm gonna push this here. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Hold on. Okay, here you go. How you gonna know a nigga? How you gonna know what you want? Okay, listen to this. Understand what it takes to be in a monogamous relationship.
Like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all be wanting to lock a nigga in so bad, you don't really understand what it actually takes to be in a relationship where you're asking another person to solely focus on you for their intimacy, to solely focus on you for their companionship, to solely focus on you for partnership and finances and in life and in bill paying and in goal setting. Like, you ain't even whole enough to be a nigga everything. And when I be saying that, y'all bitches get on my videos and y'all get offended. Like, I'm always taking up for the niggas. But women be the main ones pushing for monogamy. And then when a bitch get in a relationship, you don't understand. By asking this man to not fuck nobody else, by asking this man to not call nobody else, by asking this man to not look at another woman for none of his wants and needs as far as male to female, you are then saying, I'm going to be whatever you need me to be, nigga, because I don't want, but y'all don't understand that. Y'all just think that's how it's supposed to be because that's what the media and the movies and your man and them taught you. Like, that's what y'all think. Y'all, like, truth be told, if up front, a bitch told you, these are all the things you're going to have to do, girl, in order to lock this nigga in like you want to, half of y'all wouldn't even want the nigga after that. But you never sit down and actually really consider, what does it take to be fucking Ray Ray's girlfriend? What does it take to be Michael's wife? Like, what type of demons do this nigga really got? What type of sex drive do he really got if he left every other bitch alone and only fucks with me? What type of things will he want out of me? Y'all be want a nigga that's rich and a freak and got a great personality, but is low key, don't talk to nobody, but is a people person, but is like, y'all want all this shit. And girl, if you actually had to entertain that nigga non-stop by yourself, bitch, you be a circus monkey. The way you would have to suck dick on Tuesday, swing from the ceiling fan on Thursday, be a fucking stripper on Friday, because the nigga like pole dancing on the weekends. Like, the way you'd have to cook on Sunday, turn around on Monday, and like y'all don't even know the half. And y'all be so quick to want a nigga to just lock in on you. Do you even have enough going on for you to be a person everything? Y'all be on some of these one-on-ones. Y'all don't even really be knowing these niggas to want to be locked in 100%. Then when y'all get into relationships, you want to feel some type of way because the nigga is requiring odd things of you. Bitch, you should have before you was running around here hollering, leave them other hoes alone. You supposed to be with me. Stop texting her. Stop. Y'all don't be knowing the half. When I say stuff like this, y'all get real offended. But this is nothing but cold, hard facts that your mammy didn't teach you. The shit is very deep. Y'all be wanting monogamy and shit. You want to be a person's sole focus. That's what y'all be wanting. Like, tell the truth. Y'all want these niggas to only worry about y'all. But do you have enough to even interest a nigga that long? Half of y'all don't even have nothing going on but the nigga. That's it. Outside of being John baby mama and you work at the motherfucking hospital down there as a nurse, you ain't got nothing else outside of that. It's nothing else going on. Nothing. Nothing. You don't got no great goals, no great aspirations. You don't got a lot of data to teach a nigga. You don't go self-educate in your spare time because you're so busy trying to make sure a nigga stay focused on you. But that's like a bitch trying to make you watch a movie that ain't even that interesting. Just turn it on and look at it. Bitch looking on. Look at the movie. Bitch looking on. But bitch, this shit is boring. It's nothing going on. It ain't helping a nigga get a bag. It don't really satisfy my sex drive like that all the way around. It's not doing that for me and my children. Why do I gotta keep looking at this? Y'all never consider this shit. This is why I be preaching work on self. This is why I be saying, go work on you. So then you don't have to demand a bitch's attention. You don't have to demand that a nigga. You don't.
Okay. Lydia, she said, I'm married to a great black man that pays all the bills. My job is to take care of the house and the kids. And have standards is the key. That is so true. And I'm glad you said that. And shout out to you, Lydia. Thank you for that comment. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. So that was about the end of the video. Why do women always have to help me get to the bed? Thank you. Why do women always have to help? And thank you so much. That is so true, Lydia. And I wanted to say this too. I wanted to wait till she got done, but that was the end of it. So I'm glad you commented. what I wanted to say is this. I just think if a man is in the position where he actually has to be ready. Now, she touched, don't get me wrong, she touched on some good points in this video, but I feel like there's a small little one point that she didn't mention, and that is the woman knowledgeable enough to know if this man is actually ready to focus in on just her. I think it's not all on the man to want to be there and want to focus on her and to be monogamous, but the woman that chose whatever man she chose, the woman that chose him, she got to make sure this man actually want to be held down. Yes. What Lydia say, LOL. Yeah. So really, I just think sometimes us as women, yes, we do want a man's focus. And I'm sure the young lady who made this video, and I think she married, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure she wants her man to focus on her and just her. But you got to think too, you got to make sure that you pick that man that's ready for all that. You got to make sure that you pick that man that's ready for monogamy. Yeah, Lydia said, right, I agree. So yes, I think really it seems like, I think her name is Noonie, but it seems like most of the time her videos do kind of just focus on the man aspect of it. So of course there's more men probably watching her content and stuff like that. Shout out to whoever just entered the building, hit that thumbs up, tap that subscribe button if you guys have not. So I just think this video is probably kind of targeting the favor of the man, but I don't think she was just really making this video to tear it down. I don't believe in that 50-50 either. And we was just talking about this over on the Messy Angel page, on Miss Lecky page Friday. You know, I don't believe in that 50-50 stuff. Because like I said, Lydia, when it comes to all that, we together and we 50-50 on the bills. Hey, what's up, Life with Neek? Make sure you hit that like button when you come in the building, y'all. I'm coming with this early morning live. I ain't got to be to work till 11. So I'm like, let me go live for a little bit and vibe with my people. So yeah, I was just saying, you guys check out Life with Neek page. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. Yeah, she got some real good content. But yeah, I was just thinking, sometimes us as women, of course, we want to have love. We want monogamy. We want a man to just focus on us. And we want a man to do what a man's supposed to do. Like I was saying Friday night, if I'm going to be with a man going half on all the bills, we're going half when we go on vacation, we're going half on everything when we go out to eat, I might as well be roommates with my sister. I might as well be roommates with my homegirl. If y'all out here going half and half, I don't, no, because I feel like a man is not completely ready for that monogamous relationship if he's still like, she got to go half on me. I'm not finna pay all these bills. Any man that's sitting up saying to his woman, I'm not finna pay all these bills by myself, he not ready. He's not ready to be the man that he needs to be. Don't get me wrong, every situation is different. But I'm saying with me as a woman, I don't see going half on everything. Like I was talking about Friday when I went on a date with a gentleman, and I think the bill came out to like $110 or whatever. I left the tip. I had tipped like $20, $21, and you know, he paid the whole ticket. None of my grandmas worked. I grew up taking notes. Thank you. You grew up taking notes. And like I was telling them on Friday, when that man wake up and, you know, you lay his clothes out, you earn them, you wake him up, come on, baby, let's get on up. If he hit the snooze clock, get up, it's time to get ready for work. You run his bath water, baby, come on, let's get up. He get up, put his clothes on. While he taking his bath, you cook him breakfast, make him a hot cup of coffee or tea if he like tea. You give him his drink. Once he finished getting dressed, you sit down and you talk to him, and you know, you make him feel good. You give him that motivational kiss and that hug, that good conversation, and bam, he's off to work. That man will go out into the world wanting to slay a dragon for you. It's just the little things. We go out to eat on my husband's birthday and he's paying. Hey, what's up, Lydia Jones? Hit that like button. What's up, Lydia? You what you say? You went out to eat on his birthday and he paid. No, that's right. And then they was like, so what if if I'm in a relationship with him and I have some extra money, if I feel like treating him, that's what I do. But as far as being obligated to pay half on this and to pay half on that, and I remember Friday night, they was like, well, what if this man, y'all want to go out on a cruise? You guys know, I don't know if you ever been on a cruise. I haven't myself personally, but they was like, if you go on a cruise, it's like $1,400 a piece. So that's like $2,800. So if this man want to go to the cruise, is he supposed to pay? Yes, he's supposed to pay for all of it. He's supposed to pay for all of it, because I feel like this, and especially if that man want to pay for all of it, you never tell him, baby, you ain't got to pay for this. You got to let that man be a man. And like the young lady was saying in the video, y'all want a guy to just be focused in on you, and all you is Ray baby mama. You work at the hospital and all this and that. Maybe that girl that's Ray baby mama and she work at the hospital, maybe she's gotten herself together enough to know that she is enough for a man to want to be monogamous with her. Don't let a person try to shame you about your past and to make you feel like you're not worthy. But I think what she is saying in the whole sense, if you guys go back and listen to the little thing I played, I think really what she is saying is that women have to focus and get themselves together to make a guy want to do this. Now, if you don't have yourself together mentally, if you're not healed from your past, if you're still holding on to past hurt in your relationships and things of that nature, yes, I think it's time for you to heal. If your finances not together, and of course, a woman's finances got to be, your credit got to be in a certain way too. Ladies, like, okay, when you met your man, let's say if you're married, you guys want to get a house. Unless, you don't care about your name being on that house, of course, a woman has to have her credit and her life together a little bit to meet up with a man so they can put some stuff together and have some stuff. Because, I have seen situations where a man and a woman get together, they buy a house, and the woman credit not together, so the house have to go in the guy name or something like that. But yes, I see something like that. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, of course, we got to have ourselves together. But when we decide that we're together and we are with a guy that says that he is ready, we expect that man to be ready for monogamy. It's not like, oh, I want you to focus in on me. I have nothing to offer you. A woman, no, all you have to do is make that man feel good. You keep everything in his surroundings clean. You guys know when you have a clean house, your life just feels better. You have that house clean. You have something cooked for him in the morning. You wake him up in the morning. You cook him breakfast. You talk to him. Sometimes you got to lay on your man's chest and let him just relax and release. It's not all about banging. It's not all about the sex and everything. And, like she was saying in the video, let's see, my sister was telling me to get a job. LOL. That's why I have a husband, LOL. He told me I don't have to get a job because the kids in the house is stressful. The kids in the house is your job, Lydia. That's your job. The kids in the house. Because you know what? And I'm pretty sure that your husband realized that the kids in the house together is a job. I remember doing the woman hair yesterday, and her husband looked like they were wealthy and very well off. And I asked her, so are you a housewife? She was like, no, ma'am. She said, that's way too stressful for me. And she was like, I work in, I think she said she worked in marketing, and her husband is in the military. But it is stressful being a housewife. It is stressful. And some people just think it's all about being kicked back with a mimosa and, you're smoking on a blunt and you just chilling. People are very backwards. People have backwards thinking. And I just think sometimes we play ourselves in the way that we think. We end up playing ourselves when we get in these real deal life situations. We play ourselves at the end because we don't have our mind together to actually get what we think we want. So, like she was saying, are you a whole woman? Are you enough? I mean, I just found it kind of funny when she had ended up saying, are you enough of a woman to expect monogamy? And I was like, huh? And I was like, she must be talking to a bunch of low self-esteem women, because the women that I'm around, we know that we're enough. My husband was okay. It says my husband was the same, but then my daughter got older and I was bored at home and alone, and then I got a job. He wasn't happy at first, but he appreciated it after a while. Yeah, so after the kids grew up and stuff, it got more just better and easier. Because another thing too, Lydia, when those children were young, think about it. If this is a family of 2 to 3 children, and you got the husband and wife and you got the 2 to 3 children, let's say if these children are all under the age of 10, okay? So if you and him are working, you have to pay daycare for 3 children. And I'm just putting a number out there. Let's say these children are let's say you got a 1-year-old, you got a 4-year-old, and you have an 8-year-old. Those 2 that are not school age, they're going to need daycare. That 8-year-old is going to need after school care if you and your husband are still working when school gets out. So they'll be going to the same after school care. Nick probably do to the same. LOL. I like working. Yep, I like working too. And it's like it gives you a sense of accomplishment, I think our people love to see struggle. Lydia, that is so true. Our people do love to see the struggle. And it's like we've gotten used to it. That's the sad thing about it, is that you got used to the struggle. I'm like, I am not getting in any more struggle relationships. That was back in my 20s. I feel like in March, I will be 40 years old. March the 8th, God willing, yes, I will be 40 years old. I'm too old for struggle relationships. So at this point in my life, looking at the type of guys that I like and attracted to in their age ranges, like I'm usually attracted to guys anywhere from late 30s up until like 50s or whatever. If you're in that age range and you don't have your stuff together, you're never going to get it together. Come on, let's be honest. If a person in their 40s and don't have their stuff together, they're usually never going to get it together. So really, the age range that I don't like young boys. I'm not a Kruger. No, I'm not a Kruger. Those young boys want a woman to take care of them. I'm not a Kruger and never claimed to be. But the age range that I like, that is the age range where a man should have their stuff together. You look good, sis. I'm right behind you. Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you. I try to keep myself together. I wake up every morning and I drink green tea and ginger and lemon and and I smoke my trees. I'm trying to stop smoking cigarettes though. That's what I need to do. Thank you so much, Nick. Oh yeah, when I'm at work on my downtime and stuff, I'm gonna have to come check out your videos and everything. Drop down in the comment section, Nick, the time and days do you go live, or I don't know if you just go live randomly, but I need to be there. But I just didn't. I think the part of the video that I could say I didn't like is when she was like, "Are you enough to want a man to do this?" I'm like, you trying to like make women feel like they're not enough. I didn't like that part, but I don't know. Maybe she was coming from another angle, or maybe I missed it. I don't know. But when she asked the question, are you enough to want a man to be monogamous? Are you enough to want a man to just focus on you? I'm like, you talking to a bunch of broken, low self-esteem having women that's just out here that want a man. Because it actually sounded like she was talking to those pick me type of chicks that just want a man. And all women are not like that. I know I'm not like that. And I woke up early this morning and seen this video. I said, let me go live and talk about this. Now I know I talked about the Boosie stuff, so I knocked that out first. But I just wanted to get off into that conversation right there, because I feel like some women actually try to on some of the platforms, they actually try to pander to a lot of men that don't have their stuff together either. And I just feel like in that video, she should have threw that in. Okay, you want a man to just focus on you. You want a man that wants monogamy, but you not even considering what this man's sex drive is like and all this and that. Us women, we have a sex drive too. You have to consider the type of man that you have. You have to consider the type of man that you attract at the end of the day. And for her to say, "Are you enough for this man?" I was just like, you just sound like you pandering too much to the man. I don't know. It just sounds like a little bit of pandering going on to me. But she does have a big platform, though. Let's see. I met my husband when he was in his 20s, and let's see, he had a strong family, and he wasn't on the whoring around. Oh, that's good. So you met him in his 20s and he wasn't a whore? Girl, you got you a keeper, Lydia. LOL. He had no outside kids. And let's see, this looks like a keeper. Yes, he sound like he a keeper. You got you a good one. And you know what, Lydia? I think a lot of women, sometimes when we're young, we feel like we're going to be young forever, but we're not. And actually, when you are in your 20s, like when Nick said, yes, Lydia, that's what I said too. Yes, you got you a good one. And sometimes we feel like we're going to be young forever. And even some of the women do too. And sometimes we spend those 20s and that time when we should be looking for a lifelong partner, we'll spend our 20s just playing around, just messing around, taking trips, hanging with the homegirls, hanging out with this guy, getting money from him, hanging out with that guy, getting money from him. We're not thinking, now that I'm in my youth and I still have my beauty, my body is in a good shape when I'm, between the ages of 18 and 26, I'm looking good, my skin tight, I don't have all these gray hairs, I can go out just, no hair color, my body looks good and all this. That's when you should be trying to get that man, when you're in your 20s. And I just wish somebody would have sit me down and talk to me about that. Because when I was in my 20s, I felt like I was going to be young forever. I didn't look at it like, hey, this big old booty gonna start sagging. These gray hairs gonna start popping up. People gonna be looking at me like, oh, this woman, oh, a woman. And I was talking, we were on a Messy Angels panel, I believe the Friday before last, and I was just saying a woman's standard is held in her beauty, and a man's standard is usually held in his finances. That's crazy to say, but it's the truth. People telling me to leave him because he was a square. Girl, whoever said leave him because he was a square, that was a straight hater. Because that square is the one that's going to be stable in his job. That square is usually going to be the one to want to hold down a family, and he don't care what other people say. You have a lot of guys out here, they won't talk to a woman because they homeboy thought the girl was ugly. If they homeboy think the girl ugly, he won't talk to her. That's gonna be the same homeboy to end up smashing your homegirl. But that square usually don't think like that. That square see that girl to probably look a little awkward. She ain't got weave all the way down to her butt, and she don't wear makeup, and she look good plain Jane. That's probably the girl that the square gonna want. But no, the so-called street dude, the cool dude, the dude from 63rd, he gonna want the girl bundles. He gonna want the girl with the long raptor claw nails, And Nick said, right, they are struggling for the right man. Yeah, and you know what? I just think when it comes to the struggling thing, you shouldn't just be with a man and be like, oh, I'm just gonna hold him down. Yeah, he doing bad right now, but just wait, just wait. Sometimes women will stick around with a struggling man for years and years on end because she feel like there's something else at the end of that tunnel. But you do have some of those women that know that they are with a struggling man, and y'all just gonna struggle. But I know some women like that. And the crazy thing about it, I want that a man, what you say? I want a man that will live versus dead. Yep. Good morning. What's that? Wava, I think. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining. I'm gonna be here for about 10 more minutes. I gotta finish getting dressed for work. But yeah, I just came talking about this girl. Oh yeah, make sure you go to the beginning of the live if you just now jumping in so you guys can hear the little video that I was playing. But like I was saying, I just think sometimes men actually need to know what they want, and you need to make sure that you have a man that knows what he wants. Yes, Life when Nick said that part. You got to make sure that you have a man that know what he want, because if that man don't know what he want, it's going to be easy to detour him because he's in a state where he with somebody, but he still don't know what he want. So yeah, when your back is turned, he's gonna be like, I wonder what that's like. I wonder what she like. He's gonna still have a curious mind, and that's the worst man to marry. A man that's still curious about this, curious about that. That's gonna be the man that's more likely to step out on you. You got to make sure at least he's sown his. I'm not saying you got to make sure he didn't went around and slept with everybody. I'm not saying that, but you got to make sure that he want what he say he want, because some people just say that they want a certain thing just so they won't lose you, but you got to make sure. But at the end of the day, I just think both people are involved in this together. You shouldn't have to put it all on a woman and say, "Are you enough to fulfill this man's sexual appetite? Are you enough to make this man want to commit to you? Are you enough?" No, that will never be a question of mine to whether I'm enough for a man or not. I would never question myself. But basically, I think what she was saying is that a lot of women just need to heal their self and, self-reflect, get their self together and practice self-improvement before getting in these relationships requesting certain things. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think it gotta be a part two to this video. Cause yeah, it gotta be a part two to this video. It really do. And I'm gonna probably, if I don't come back this evening, I'm most definitely gonna come back on. You guys know Tuesday at 7. Make sure you hit me up. This Tuesday at 7, I will be going live. I usually go live around 7 o'clock on Tuesday. I know I missed the last Tuesday, and I think I missed the Tuesday before, but I ended up making it up through other videos. But yes, I am going to be consistent, and I'm going to be here every Tuesday. You guys know I'm with the Messy Angel panel with Miss Lackey on Friday at 7. So I got that going on. And in between, I'm posting videos here and there and breaking news and everyday chat. It haven't been too much going on out here in these YouTube streets, but I'm going to keep my ear to the streets for that. Let's see. My husband said he wanted a family house, a car with a good job and take care of his family. I'm going to be honest. He took me out the projects. Wow. He took you out the projects. That is so awesome. That is so dope. That's dope, Lydia. Like when he said, that's dope. Yes, that is dope. So is he older than you, Lydia? How much older is your husband to you? Is he like 10 years your senior? Is he like 5 years older? Like how much older is your husband to you, Lydia? Because I know a lot of women are looking for men to do a lot of things, but you got to think when a man is young, when he's still right, you really don't see brothers doing it. That is so true. But I just think sometimes a lot of these younger girls, when they're young, they'll see guys and they're looking at older people and they're like, if you can't do this for me and if you can't do what he doing for her, then I don't need you. But you got to think this young man is probably still in college. As you guys know, college kids are usually broke. They're just trying to get by. Friday nights are so busy for me, but I try to come to the Messy Angels when I get a chance. Oh, thank you, Life with Nick. I know it's so busy for you, and I know when it comes to us content creators, we try to support other people. I'm 33, and he about to be. Oh, okay. So y'all the same age. Oh, that's good. And you know, when you're a content creator yourself, sometimes it gets hard because we have to keep up with our content and keep our crowd engaged, but we still want to go around and support other people. That's why I came with this live this morning, because I know people usually used to me being at the Friday night with the talk, the Messy Angels, and then me doing my Tuesday night talk at 7. But I'm like, let me come a little different. I'm gonna come on a Sunday morning, you know. I'm older than my husband. Oh, you older than your husband? Okay, but you're not that much older. You just like a few months older. But see, he got a good head on his shoulders. He got a good head on his shoulders. And then I think back to when I was like in my early 20s and stuff, a few relationships that I was in, and I was thinking like, man, maybe I should have locked this down and secured this a little bit more. But I just think at that time, those were just toxic situations. It was a toxic relationship. So I can't dwell on that. I'm older than my husband by 2 months. Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And I remember being younger, I did not like older guys. It's like when I was in my 20s, if a guy was like 40, I was like, he old. But you know, now that I'm 40, I think a guy that's 50 or 52 not bad. You know what I'm saying? He was raised by his dad. Oh, that's good. He had his dad in his life. And you know, Lydia, that makes a really big difference. That makes a huge difference. But yes, I just want to thank you all for coming this morning. This was an unexpected last minute live, and I thank you guys. Lydia, thank you. Let me see if I can put that up. Okay, there you go. Need help, 5 guys. Yeah. Let's see. He was raised by his dad. Oh, that's good. And you know, a dad in any kid's life make a big difference. But a dad being present in his son life makes a really big difference, because that man that's raising him sets the tone and let him know what manhood is. And if you're with a man and he don't know what manhood is, he don't know what a man role is supposed to be, you know, who can you blame? I just think even when even when relationships don't work, I think it's really still important for that man to be around, especially with boys. And it's crazy because I ended up having kids by a man that lived all the way out of town. You know, he from Milwaukee, and I was just like, Milwaukee is just not for me. After me and him broke up, I came back down here to Arkansas. And that was Dad. He come through every now and then. Luckily, he is a truck driver, so when he's on the road, he does come through and visit his son every now and then. He always send birthday and Christmas gifts. He helped me out when school start back and stuff like that. But I'm not he's not around just physically like that. Sometimes I do regret that, like having a baby with a man that lives so far away. That's something that's really, really hard when it comes to co-parenting and stuff like that. But I said on Sundays, I want to set aside a time just to talk about relationships in the community. I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to add that to the agenda. So I'm going to be doing Sundays and Tuesdays and Friday nights with the Messy Angels and stuff like that. I know Miss Lucky was talking about, you know, sometimes just swapping out and having other people on the panel and stuff like that. So she's going to give other people opportunities to get on the panel with her. So that'll be a good thing. And I can start shifting out and just developing some other new things and some new stuff. So I got 5 people in the building. If you guys have not hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do. Make sure you hit that like button. I thank y'all so much for coming to see me. Thank y'all so much. I worked today from 11 to 5. So, yeah, I said this evening, if I'm just not too tired, I want to come with another live for a good 45 minutes to an hour and just vibe with y'all Y'all know today's Sunday. I don't know what kind of news may break, but I most definitely want to come with some news stories. As you guys know, I break, you know, certain news stories. You guys go and check out my highest viewed videos. Most of them are news stories. Let me see. She said, people call me pick me. LOL. I'm like, pick me. Yes, as long as you getting picked by the right one, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a pick me. And you can't shame me by calling me a pick me. You ain't gonna shame me. And let's see. Bill, I said, great day at work. Oh, thank you, honey. But yes, I'm about to sign out, you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm about to go on and sign out. I gotta go and hit this clock. I thank you all for your interactions. Thank you for coming, spending time. If it wasn't for my viewers, there would be no me. And I just want to thank y'all so much for coming. And let me see what's going on out here in the blog world. I don't know if it's any new breaking stories and what's going on out here. Let's see. Okay, let me see what this is talking about. Okay, so looks like there's some breaking news. Okay, so Hitmaker on Smashing Power Star. So Hitmaker was actually talking about the Power Star. Let's see, 3LW. He felt like a mousetrap. Oh my God! Listen to this, y'all.
I'll never forget this shit. This is the first time I ever like I learned a real life lesson like this day. So listen, so I think she was living at some apartment complex or whatever. We was cool. It was at the Archstone. If anybody in LA already know about the Archstone, that's where all the artists used to live. It's in North Hollywood or whatever. So I go to her crib. They having a little party or whatever. It's like all the little 3LW girls and shit. And we go on. We smash. I smash her. The power one. Yeah. Okay. But I was like, Ghost Girl. Yeah, I'm like, Ghost Girl. I'm like, this is the first time. Smash Ghost Girl. Look at you, man. Meeting like the girls from 3LW. You remember them? Yeah, I remember them. Ain't one of them on the view.
So this is Hitmaker. His name is Hitmaker. I don't know if you guys familiar with him, but he said it felt like a mousetrap was in her vajayjay. That is so tacky for a guy to talk about smashing a girl. That's tacky. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to come with that. But yes, I am signing out. Thank you guys for vibing with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for vibing with me. I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed and everything. Y'all see, I didn't put my lashes on. I gotta get dressed. But yes, you guys hit that like button and thank you, thank you, thank you. I am signing out. Katie Talk 101, and you guys have a very, very blessed Sunday and a very blessed week. Oh, Life with Nick said good vibes. Oh, thank you, Life with Nick. I'll be over there to check you out. Thank you so much. And y'all be blessed. I'm signing out. Till next time, Katie Talk 101.